I'll just start with a little check-in first. If you want to close your eyes, you can close your eyes. If you want to keep them open, that's fine. Maybe you find one place to kind of rest your gaze. But just start by noticing how you're feeling overall. So that might have something to do with how your morning's been going or things going on in your life. It might have to do with how you feel physically. Have you gotten enough sleep? Do you have certain aches and pains that like to make themselves known? Maybe you're feeling really good, maybe you're not. But whatever's there, can you just notice it and be with it without pushing it away or trying to hold it tighter? Just observing. And then notice your breath, if noticing your breath is not stressful for you. Just notice how it comes and goes naturally. And then if it feels okay to you, can you start breathing through your nose? And if you can, great. If not, that's okay. And can you slow your breath down a little bit by slightly constricting the back of your throat so that you can hear your breath, but it's gentle. It's a gentle constriction. It's a gentle sound. Sometimes people say it sounds like the ocean, and they call it ocean breath. It's Ujjayi pranayama. And it's just a way of slowing and lengthening our breath. It tends to change our state, our feeling state, our nervous system state. It can send soothing signals to our nervous system. And can you focus on your breath for another minute or so if you're practicing Ujjayi pranayama? Maybe focus on that sound, that slow inhale and slow exhale. If you feel comfortable practicing Ujjayi pranayama, this is a breath that you can come back to during your practice. Sometimes it's really useful for when we feel like we're really efforting a lot, like things are challenging. Sometimes focusing on our breath can be helpful. And if it's not working out for you, that's totally fine too. Just know that it's a resource that maybe over time you might come to appreciate and work with, and maybe it's not. So if you're continuing to breathe in that manner, you can let that go and notice if controlling your breath made any difference, changed anything, shifted anything for you. And then if your eyes are closed, you can open them. Step your feet out a little bit wider and shift your weight between your feet. So you can keep your toes on the ground, maybe your heel lifts, or maybe your feet lift up entirely as you shift from one foot to the other. And as you're doing this, can you find a little bit of ease in your body? So can you think about softening through your joints and allowing parts of your body to just kind of move as they will without you forcing them to do anything? But can you find a little bit of fluidity here? And then you might turn your body each time you step onto, shift your weight onto one foot. Maybe you start aiming your body towards that foot and allowing your arms to windmill around you. And then you can, gently whack your body if that feels okay. I have to be a little careful because of my mic. I don't want it to be too loud when my arms are flailing around. But you can lift your arms if you want, or you can keep them lower, whatever feels better. I tend to think it's kind of fun to pat myself on the back this way, though. Maybe you do too. And as you're doing this, can you breathe freely? So sometimes we start moving and our breath tends to kind of clench up. But can you continue to breathe freely? And you might get pretty vigorous with this. You can move quickly or slowly. When you're ready, start slowing it down and coming back to center. Plant your feet wherever feels stable for you and begin swinging your arms, one then the other, out in front of you and allowing them to swing back and allowing your body to move as you do this. So again, finding some softness and freedom in your body and allowing things to swing as much or as little as feels right. So you don't want to force things and tweak something, but you also want to find that freedom of what can my body do? What does it like to do? What feels free in my body? It might wake up some joints. And you might allow your body to just kind of gently twist with this movement. So like softness in your knees, softness in your hips, and your whole body might get into it. And then as you're ready, continue swinging your arms, but see if you can hold your body still. So the only thing that's swinging is your arms. But can you still find some freedom and looseness in your arms? So from the shoulders down, like really letting things happen. And then the rest of your body, holding yourself stable. And what is required to do that? You might really feel your core engaging and maybe your lower body. And then you can slow that down, come back to center, and try swinging both arms. So both arms up, both arms back. And then find that softness in your body that we've been kind of coming back to. Softness in your joints, allowing your body to kind of move back and forth, bounce up and down as it feels right. And maybe you start bending your knees a little more each time, coming into a little squat, maybe coming into a bigger squat, but whatever feels right. And can you find some ease here? So like, this is a lot of movement for a body. Coming into squats like this is work. It's work for your glutes and your quads. So essentially, you're coming into sort of a chair position and swinging your body back up. And as you're trying this out, one thing you might try would be to, as you come up, shift your weight into one foot and then drop back down and then shift your weight into the other foot as you come up. So just shifting your weight back and forth. If that's going well, you can keep doing that. And another thing you might try doing as you shift your weight from foot to foot, you might lift the heel of the foot that's not bearing weight. You might notice, does that change how you're moving here? You might also consider, if that's going well, lifting the whole foot. And that might slow things down, might not, might change kind of the positioning of your body as you're lifting up. And you might continue with that. Another option would be to lift your knee as you come up. And just kind of notice as you're trying out one or two or all of these options, how does your body naturally organize itself? So I'm noticing my stance is getting wider and wider. And my body is turning more each time I come up. So these are just things to notice. There's no right or wrong. And as you're ready, you can slow it down and come back to center. And just pause and notice what feels different.